Hello guys, how you doing this time? I want to make a Guild War video, as you guys can see. I already made it my Guild Wars, I got 3 wins, it was a kinda easy fight. So since we are 1 week before the actual rerun, the free rerun day, I want to try to give you guys some tips about how to rerun your monsters. So because a lot of people weeks before the rerun, they ask me what they should do, what they should focus, and I usually hear a lot of people messing around and making their monsters worse than they are actually, before the rerun. So I try to give some tips here so you guys don't get lost. So we can begin. The first thing, when I see someone running which be your level and your situation of the game, it varies on what you need to focus. I have a kind of priority I set on people that ask me what they should focus, where they should put their best rooms. So the first thing in this game, I think it's most important. It's first of all, you should have a farming monsters that can solo preference the Famon Volcano or the Aiden Forest. Reason of those two is they drop 3 stars monsters and a 2 stars here, and Revenge Set, it's a valuable rune set that can be sold to get more mana. And on Aiden Forest, yeah, there's the Green Reaper and 2 stars monsters, and unfortunately there's a 2 star here. But it depends on water monster you have. Here, as you can see, on stage 1 and 2, since they are all water, you can farm with a wind monster. And on Famon, with a water monster, depending on first or 2 stage, up to you. So yeah, this is the first thing you should run. First of all, your rune priority. The second thing I consider is building a solid Giant 10 team. This is my team, it's pure offense, because I'm late game and I can choose this way. But you guys should set up on your specific Giant 10 team. You should first of all get a reliable 100% success team. Be whatever it's be on your team, just get first of all a safer G10 team. And of course, I will not try to give deep details on each part of the game, because it would be a very confusing video. So I'm just saying what you guys should focus on a scale, where to begin and where to end, from the first early game to the late game. So I'm still on the early game. First of all, after you get a farming monster, 6 stars and good runed, you should focus on G10 team, and whatever thing you use. People usually get Bernard and Shannon and monsters like Palladion also sometimes. It really depends. You should just focus on first of all on a 100% ancient giant team. And some things to notice, here you need monsters with 45 accuracy to land all the debuffs on the boss. So Shannon, Bernard, first of all you should focus then on 45% accuracy. Because I saw this was data mined from Korean info that they leaked the informations. So yeah, this is the accuracy you need for the G10. Okay, so after you got a team for Giants 10, next step, Giants usually they drop runes which are good for farming Giants or Dragon. Because first of all you need good runes to get to the basic level of doing Dragon 10. And also you will get good runes for the Toa team. So after you get your farming monsters and your G10 team, you should focus then your runes on the Toa, be whatever it be your team. Because Toa actually, the best rewards on Toa you should focus a zap is the 70th floor. Because as you guys can see, the 70th floor gives the Devimon, and it's the very 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 valuable reward. And the 280, it gives the 300 crystals, which is also very very valuable reward, especially if you aren't pay to win. The 90 and 113 are good also, but it's very RNG, so it depends on luck, not always will be good, but the 80 floor will always be good. So yeah, so then you should focus running on your Toa team. The basics also, you should have around 45 accuracy. because like it's the Toa monsters doesn't have like more than 60 resistance. So according to the formula, yes, like the giants, you should have 45 accuracy, and then focus just like most on tankiness. Like usually the monsters will be Barretta, Shannon, Arya, Talk, and depends. Like there are so many monsters. People use Veromos also. I just giving like the superficial tips on this place. So yeah, then like we say, you set up a farming monster, you set up your G10, you set up your Toa. After the next step will be mounting a tin for the dragon. Yeah, and then you will be like whatever tin will be, you should have like 55 accuracy on dragon. Well, people usually use like Galeon, or they use Beladion, or Veromos, or sometimes Megans, or sometimes it really varies on the monsters like you will get, but then you should focus on Dragon, on getting a reliable team. And after you get your Dragon 10 team, you should focus on well, the Dragon 10 team, like they give like the most valuable runes here will be the, let me see, just to show you guys. Okay, it will be like the Violent part and the Revenge set, because these two sets specifically, they are very good for two places, which they are the Necropolis and the Raid teams. So after you set on your Dragon team, like and also the Violence are good for PvP, especially for defense, which will secure you to get a higher rank. Because the arena offense, usually you won't use Violence. On offense, you mostly, on most situations, use like the Fatal runes. And these runes, the Fatal, the Raise, the Blades, this kind of offensive runes, sometimes even will, but that's for late game, like Guardian level. So after you set for your Dragon team, like you will farm really a long time here, because Violent sets and Revenge sets, like especially Revenge you did a lot on raids and on Necro, and the Violence is used in so many places, like even Guild War. Like Dragon will be the place where you farm most on your game. Like I farmed like for a whole year on Dragons, I can say. That's where I got here, on this place. And then on the late game you will focus after the PvP, the Necro and the Ride. And this will be like the final places you will get your monsters, like the Necropolis, like because Necropolis is good on a Guardian level, because the runes it gives, like especially the Will runes and the Nemesis, they are very important for the arena defense, or even the Guild War, or even sometimes on some occasions on the offense also. And for and then you get like your team for arena also with the Necro, and the Ride will usually just enhance like every aspect on your game. And then you guys just wonder why do you say like the Ride so late game? Why do you not recommend like doing the raid floor 1, 2, 3? Well, because I think like mostly on the beginning of the game you need like the most like you need like good runes to enhance them. Like just don't bother with raid like if you don't have good runes, because you just enhance like the bad runes and you replace them later, which will make like actually a lose of time than raid. So I consider like if you're going to build like a raid team, start on the floor and the 14 on the 4 level, I mean, and then occasionally like go to the 5 level. And yeah, guys, I plan to make another like how to help you guys rerun. I'm trying to give like a focus, like this is the trajectory of the game, like on a very short explanation, what you guys need to do. And on the next videos I can give like more detailed explanations and just giving like what you guys should focus so you don't get lost, like because when you rerun actually you are looking for the places where you should allocate your runes, like what should be your priorities. And priorities are very very important, because you can't use the same runes on different monsters. You can't like waste mana swapping rune places. Oh, and another thing I like to say to you guys too is that usually just build like one Dragon team or one Raid team, don't build like two at the same time, because like example on Dragon Team, some guys use Verde Heil, some guys use Hua and other monsters. And like the Necropolis team, they also use Violence as the dragon. So example, my Hua for Necro would be different from the Hua for Dragon. So like you guys should set like this month I will just farm Dragon, or this month I will just farm Necro, because usually they will use the same runes. And if you build for both, like the quality of the second team won't be as great. Like as you guys can see, like this team I had on a really long time here. It was from Tidus Challenge. But actually, you guys know, curiously now, I don't have a Dragon team, because my best teams are using on the Necro. So if by chance I want to farm a Dragon team, I get one, I will make a Dragon team specifically on next to a room and focus them. But since I have so many violence, I don't need a Dragon team right now. So basically that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just trying to give you a very superficial like tips first, so you guys don't get lost. So I just like say the information over again. First of all, a farming monster for Vacon, for Femon Vulcan or Aiden Forest. Second thing, like Giant Stand. Third thing, a Toa tin, because usually your Toa normal and hard will be the same thing. So yeah, third thing, the Toa. Fourth thing, like Dragon 10. And after Dragon 10, like a really long time, you will worry about like the Necro, the Ride, and the Arena, especially the defense, I mean, and the Guild War also. And there isn't really a priority, like you can choose whatever you guys want, because Necro, like for example the Colin, she's used both on Hate and both on Necro. So yeah, you guys, like then you can decide. Like I would prefer like doing, I think, actually the arena would be a consequence, because after the 5th step, which is Dragon, like I'm saying, the 6th step can be whatever you guys want, like Necro, Ride, and Arena defense. Like they are all at the same time. I hope here I could give like a very explanation like of what you guys should focus. So that's it. I think I made myself clear. You guys can say on the commentaries like if it was confusing or not, because I'm trying to be clear at the same time as I'm not passing like too much information. I will try to give another tips on the next video. I plan to do like 2 or 3 videos about it. I don't know. So say what you guys think on the commentaries, like I can say on next video if I forgot something or what you guys want to know. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed and see ya next video.